Sri Lanka. Within the past few decades, Sri Lanka has prioritized urban development action that is evident in the development of roads, buildings, recreational parks, and walking paths in the city and its surrounding areas. In order to have their needs looked into, the public from rural regions have held demonstrations asking the central government to in turn develop their villages. It is evident that there is a disparity between the priorities of the institutions who provide public services and the needs of the general public. It is with the aim of connecting public service providers with the general public that the electronic citizen report card is used, and this methodology has now been successfully piloted in Sri Lanka as well. Citizen voices in local governance. What is the electronic citizen report card? We use progress report cards to find out how our children are progressing in school. The citizen report card like this is used for assessing access, quality, and satisfaction of actual users of public services, as well as a tool for social accountability and transparency.
2012-13 Household Income and Expenditure Survey done by the Department of Census and Statistics suggested that Mullaitivu, Batticaloa as well as Munaragala were the three most poorest districts in the north, east and in the rest of the country. So those were the three districts that was most appropriate for us to work with.
Preparations were made to conduct the electronic citizen report card research in 60 Grama Niladhari divisions covering the districts of Munaragala, Batticaloa and Mullaitivu.
මෙහි එක අරමුණක් තමයි වෙනසක් කිරීම කියන එක. ප්‍රතිපත්ති මට්ටමේ සහ ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීමේ මට්ටමේ. මේ පුරවැසි වාර්තාපතේ තියෙන ක්‍රමවේදය ගොඩක් යොමු වෙන්නේ මේ පැත්තට තමයි. අපි කියනවා මේ problem solving කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ ජනතාව පුරවැසියන් රාජ්‍ය විසින් දෙන සේවාවන් පිළිබඳව නිතිපතා ප්‍රතිපෝෂණයක් සපයනවා සහ උන්ට බලපෑමක් එල්ල කරනවා. තමාට ලැබිය යුතු දේ ඒ ලැබිය යුතු ගුණයෙන් දෙන්න කියලා. එතකොට ඔවුන් රජයෙන් දෙන ඕන දෙයක් වැදලා ගන්න මට්ටමට තරම් අසරණය වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේක ඔවුන්ගේ තියෙන අයිතියක්. නිතිපතා ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදය අභ්‍යාස කිරීමක් තමයි මෙතෙන්දි වෙන්නේ. ජනතාවට මේ ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදය කියන එක බොහොම තමන්ගේ එදිනෙදා ජීවිතයට කාන්දු කරගන්න පුළුවන් මෙවලමක්.
The comprehensive survey was funded by the European Union and implemented by ACTED and CEPA. What was done first was to identify public service providers at various levels. Next, identify enumerators from civil society organizations and train them on the citizen report card process. Thirdly, facilitate questionnaire development and data collection. And finally, channel results to government authorities and support them in developing plans to address gaps.
முதல் கட்ட கண்டறிவுகளை அந்தந்த சேவை தருணர்கள் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய சர்வீஸ் ப்ரொவைடர்ஸ் அவங்களோட நாங்கள் கலந்து ஆலோசித்து பரிமாறிக்கொண்டோம், ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கொண்டோம். இரண்டாம் கட்ட ஆய்வுடைய கண்டறிவுகள் ஒரு பாரிய முன்னேற்றங்கள் வந்திருப்ப மிகவும் நாங்கள் சந்தோஷமாக கூற வேண்டும்.
In the first stage of the training session held in Batticaloa, Enumerators from civil society organizations representing all 3 districts were involved. There, they were provided with the necessary information in order to conduct the study in groups.
ஸ்டெப் செய்யக்கூடியது எந்த மாதிரி முதல் எங்களுக்கும் பழகி தந்தாங்க. அது ஈஸியாக இருந்தது. அந்த பேப்பரில் செய்கிறதுக்கும் டெப் மூலமாக செய்கிறதுக்கும் மிக வேகமாக செய்யலாம். நிறைய விஷயங்கள் அதில் உள்ளடக்கப்பட்டிருக்குது. ஈஸியாகவும் இருந்தது அது செய்கிறதுக்கு.
Services under the Pradeshya Sabha: drinking water, removal of garbage, access roads and bylanes, drainage systems, street lighting, playgrounds, library services. Services under secondary educational institutions: drinking water, washroom facilities, science labs, computer labs, teachers for all subjects, textbooks, playgrounds, fences or walls for security, school uniforms, insurance and library facilities were looked into.
අපිට පුළුවන් වුණා පහසුවෙන් සහ ඉක්මනින් දත්ත ලබා ගන්න ටැබ් පරිගණක ආශ්‍රයෙන්. අනිත් එක දත්ත එකතු කරගන්නේ කොතනින්ද? දත්ත සමීක්ෂකයා දත්ත එකතු කරගන්න ස්ථානයේ භූගෝලීය සිතියමක් GPS තාක්ෂණය මගින් ලබා ගන්න. ඒ වගේම ඒ දත්ත එක්රැස් කරගත්ත සැනින් අපිට එම දත්ත අන්තර්ජාලය හරහා දත්ත ගොමුවක් වෙතට යොමු කරගන්න හැකියාව ලැබුණා. ඒ අනුව අපිට දත්ත නැවත විශ්ලේෂණය කිරීමේදී ඒ පහසුවෙන් සහ ඉක්මනින් තොරතුරු ලබා ගැනීම සඳහා භාවිතා කරන්න පුළුවන්.
Key components of the Citizen Report Card: availability, access and usage of services, quality and reliability, incidence of problems and responsiveness of service providers, hidden costs, corruption and forced investments, satisfaction with service, reasons for dissatisfaction, suggestions for improvements. Once the training was completed, the survey teams travelled to the selected areas and the rural and semi-urban areas became their field locations. 400 households from the DS divisions of Badalkumbura, Madulla and Madagama of the Monaragala district. 400 households from the DS divisions of Maritime Pattu, Oddu Sudan and Valioya in the Mullaitivu district. 400 households from the DS divisions of Eravur Pattu, Porothivu Pattu, Manmunai Southwest and Korolai Pattu South in the Batiklo district.
இந்த வறுமை ஆராய்ச்சி நிலையத்தின் நூடாக எக்டெட் மூலம் நடைமுறைப்படுத்தப்பட்ட இந்த செயற்பாட்டின் நூடாக சில விடயங்களை இந்த ஆய்வின் மூலம் தீர்க்கக்கூடிய வழியில் இருந்துச்சு. அந்த வகையில் ஸ்ட்ரீட் லைட்டுகள் கிளியராக போட்டிருக்கிறாங்க, சில ரோடுகளை சரியாக போட்டிருக்கிறாங்க. ஸ்கூல் சாப்டர் எடுத்துக்கொண்டால் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்லாம் வரவு வீதம் கூடியிருக்கு, இடைவிலகல் குறைஞ்சிருக்கு. பாடசாலையில் ஆசிரியர்கள் மேலதிகமான லீவுகள் எடுக்கிறதோ, அடுத்தது டைமுக்கு நேரத்துக்கு படிப்பிக்கிற விடயங்கள்.
While the survey teams are out in the field busy at work, officers from the CEPA and ACTED also conducted spot checks to make sure the survey was conducted accurately. Preparing citizen report cards using the new technology of the ECRC is a revolutionary approach. One striking feature of the citizen's report card is the ability to voice one's opinion where it was not a possibility earlier.
එතකොටම ජනතාව හරි කැමති මේ වැඩසටහනට. මොකද ජනතාවගේ සේවාවන් නිසියාකාරව දැන් ලැබෙනවා කියන එක. ජනතාවල ජාතියෙන් ලැබෙන සේවන් තෘප්තිමත් භාවයේ වැඩි දියුණුව
மூலமாக முன்னெடுக்கப்பட்டிருக்க அந்த சேவை செய்யப்பட்டிருக்கிறதான மதிப்பீடு உண்மையிலே எங்களுக்கான வேலையை நாங்கள் எங்களுடைய இலகுப்படுத்தவும் எங்களுடைய மக்கள் நாங்கள் யாருக்கு கடைசியாக நாங்கள் சேவையாற்ற வேண்டி இருக்கிறதோ அந்த மக்கள் விரும்புகின்ற விடயங்கள் என்ன என்பது தொடர்பாகவும் நாங்கள் பார்த்து அவர்களுடைய அந்த தேவைக்கேற்ப எங்களுடைய வேலைகளை நாங்கள் இனங்கண்டு செயற்படுத்துவதற்கும் இது மிகுந்த ஒரு பிரயோசனமான ஒரு கருவியாக அமைந்திருக்கிறது என்பதை நான் காணக்கூடியதாக இருக்கின்றது.
වාර්තාව කියවීමෙන් දැක්කා අපි නියාමනය කරනවා පාසල් නමුත් අපිට අහු නොවන පැත්තක් ඔවුන් හොයාගෙන තිබුණා. ඇත්තටම බැලුවහම දැන් මෙතන ඒගොල්ලෝ ගොඩක් බලලා තිබුණේ පාසල් ප්‍රජාවගේ තෘප්තිමත් බව. අන්න ඒක තමයි මම හිතන්නේ වැදගත් කියන්නේ අපි සේවා සපයනවා උපකරණ මේ හැමදේම සපයනවා. ඒ නමුත් ඒගොල්ලෝගේ තෘප්තිමත් බව ගැන අපේ අතරින් ඇත්තටම අපි එච්චර සැලකිල්ලක් දක්වන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා මම හිතනවා මොකද මොන දේ දුන්නත් ඒ ප්‍රජාවගේ ඒ සේවා ලාභීන්ගේ තෘප්තිමත් බව ගැන අවබෝධයක් හොඳට ලැබෙනවා නම් අපිට පුළුවන් ඒක තව වැඩි දියුණු කරන්න.
This report can also be defined as a policy document regarding the provision of services. Officials will be able to access information on steps they could take to improve services they provide the people.
ඍණාත්මක පැත්ත පොඩ්ඩක් ධනාත්මක වෙලා තියෙන බවක් අපිට තියෙනවා.
තොරතුරු මත පදනම් වෙලා සැලසුම් සකස් කිරීම කියන තැනට ගියහම අපිට මේ ගැටලුව निराකරණය කරන්න පුළුවන්.
இந்த அமைப்பினர் செய்த அந்த ஆய்வு வந்து கிராம மட்டத்திலே இருக்கின்ற மக்கள் அந்த தேவை தங்களுடைய தேவை தொடர்பாக எவ்வாறான நிலைமையை கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள், அதை பயனாளிகள் அதனால் என்ன நன்மையை அடைந்திருக்கின்றார்கள் அல்லது தாங்கள் அடைய வேணும் என்று விரும்புகிற ஒரு தேவை என்ன, அதை பற்றிய ஒரு ஆய்வாக இந்த ஆய்வு அமைந்திருக்கிறது. முதலிலே பாராட்டப்பட வேண்டிய ஒன்று.
With the financial support from the European Union, the Electronic Citizen Report Card, launched jointly by ACTED, CEPA and service providers, reaches the final leg throughout the relevant districts with short-term and long-term solutions towards building necessary service providers in response to the corresponding findings. The final outcome of the Electronic Citizen Report Card, funded by the European Union, implemented by CEPA, ACTED and service providers, was the launch of the final report in Colombo. It has already been established that the CRC process will play a central role in future developments. The success of this project was also due to the active participation and contribution of government units and political authorities.
පුරවැසියන්ට හඬක් දෙන්න නම් පුරවැසියන් ළඟට යන්න ඕන. You can deliver it from home. The troika must work.
An important feature about the Citizen Report Card is that it enables communities that are otherwise unable to voice their opinions to have a say and express themselves. This is why the target for this special study was rural communities and areas that were not receiving the services they deserved. The ultimate goal is to empower the people and enable them to live sustainably with dignity.